Hello everyone, this is my teaser video for this coming Sunday, August 20th. Can you believe it? We're already over halfway through August already. Now, we know, I guess the thing we really have to grasp is that God has a plan. We don't know the plan. We're usually such a small part of it because our lives on this earth are so short that sometimes we can't see the whole plan, can't see the whole picture. The passage we're going to look at for this coming Sunday, and this is actually going to be a kind of deep sermon, or at least it's going to be a lot of information this Sunday. It's Genesis chapter 15, verses 12 through 16. Genesis chapter 15, verses 12 through 16. And the title of my sermon is Foreshadowing, or basically a prediction of things that are going to happen. Now, so as you read this passage, basically you have to figure out if you know the event that it's foreshadowing or talking about. Also, see if you can figure out where it's taking place, because there's some key things that if you know what it's foreshadowing, then you actually can figure out the place it's taken place. It's very significant people in Scripture. I mean, we're talking Old Testament, we're talking Genesis. So this is some of the very key people from the very beginning. But understanding, one of the things here is talks about, 400 years and things like that. So obviously most of us don't live that long. So the idea of something that's being foreshadowed 400 years, 1,000 years in the future, you won't see that happen in your lifetime. So there's a lot of things that are happening here. The last verse, 16, talks about something has not reached its full measure. And see if you can figure out what that's happening, what's going on there when it's talking about, not reaching its full measure. A lot of us see people who are doing wicked things and you think they're getting away with it and they're not being punished. But here, God's talking about the same thing, but he says it hasn't reached that full measure yet to the point where he is going to punish them yet. So he sees it, he's allowing it to happen, with the idea at some point he's going to basically cause judgment. So basically, as you look at this passage, as you see the foreshadowing, you can see if you can also figure out who is the ones that dishes out God's wrath or God's judgment on the people in this area. So that's, again, I want you to do the research, so I don't want to share it all. But this passage covers a lot of information. Anytime you preach something in Genesis, it covers a lot of time frame. And we'll dig deep on it on Sunday. But until then, Genesis chapter 15, verses 12 through 16. Read it and try to figure out what it's foreshadowing, what area it's talking about, and who is actually the ones that deliver God's justice when it has reached its full measure. So that gives you a couple things to look into. Until then, take care and be safe. Hopefully, Wayne and I will both be sounding a lot better come Sunday than we are like yesterday and today. So take care. See you then. Bye.